If you've been an underdog in your relationships, if you've been an underdog in the weight room, if you've been an underdog in life, if you've been an underdog financially, I'm talking to that person who grew up without a father. I'm talking to that person who grew up without a mother. I'm talking to that person who didn't grow up with handouts. I'm talking to that person who maybe, if you did grow up with a little bit of handouts, but maybe you were misunderstood and you were overlooked and you were undervalued, you were mishandled and misguided. You got a dream to buy a house. You got a dream for a better relationship. You got a dream to win a fight. You got a dream to get your family out of the hood. You got a dream to lose weight. I mean, whatever that dream is, whatever you have, that goal, that improbable feat, once you get it set, once you smell that, once you get a feel for the taste of it, and the underdog is an individual who refuses to live in the dark.
They made a decision, a powerful, life-altering decision to never again settle for a life of obscurity. They refused to be invisible. They refused to merely exist while carrying the weight of stress, anxiety, and exhaustion. They were done living a life where survival was the only goal. Done being overlooked, done being underestimated, done being counted out. There comes a moment in every fighter's life, a moment when you hit rock bottom and something deep inside you just snaps. Not in defeat, but in awakening. That snap isn't the sound of breaking down, it's the sound of breaking through. It's the shift from pain into purpose, from hopelessness into hunger, from the mindset of a victim into the mindset of a warrior. And that moment begins with one simple but powerful thing: getting tired. Tired of being broke. Tired of being called the loser. Tired of being told you're not good enough. Tired of walking into rooms and feeling invisible. Tired of seeing your potential trapped behind excuses, doubt, and fear. There's a certain kind of tired that doesn't make you lie down, it makes you rise. A kind of tired that doesn't drain you, it drives you. And when that level of tired hits you, nothing can stop you. You stop caring what people think, you stop waiting for permission, you stop negotiating with your own limits, because deep down, something inside of you finally says, enough is enough. That's the turning point. That's when you go from overlooked to undeniable, from underpaid to invaluable, from forgotten to unforgettable. That's the moment the underdog steps onto the field and looks the world in the eye, and they don't ask for a chance, they take it. They don't hope for a win, they fight for it. And they don't flinch in the face of pain, because pain is their oldest companion. They've lived with it, walked with it, been shaped by it, and now they use it. I'm talking to the one who's felt the sting of failure, the one who's been last picked, underestimated, ignored, passed over. I'm talking to the one who's grown up in a storm, who knows what it's like to go without, to be told you can't, you won't, you'll never. I'm talking to you. You're not broken, you're building. You're not lost, you're preparing. You're not weak, you're waking up. Because the throne doesn't go to the most talented, the most privileged, or the most lucky. It goes to the one who refuses to stay where they are. The one who gets tired, not tired in defeat, but tired enough to finally rise. That's when the underdog becomes the champion. That's when history gets rewritten, and it all starts the moment you get tired enough to change your life forever. I'm talking to that person that knows what it's like to come from nothing, and so you literally have nothing to lose, and the only thing that's in your hand is a dream. The only thing that's in your head is, I have what it takes to get to the top of that hill. Because I am not the wolf on the hill, I am the wolf climbing the hill.
I have nothing to lose. Counted out, overlooked, undervalued, misguided, betrayed, somebody who has been really dishonored, disrespected. Somebody who has lost everything, who people stop believing in, is a very desperate person. They're climbing a hill, they're trying to achieve a dream, and when you are desperate, you are very dangerous. And a dangerous man or woman is somebody who is a disruptor. They don't play by the rules. They are coming for blood. They are coming for blood. Your story is not your fortress. Your story is your fuel. When you doubt the underdog, it's like music to his ears. Tell me I'm not good enough. Tell me I'm not strong enough. Tell me I won't finish. There is this intrinsic emotion, this instinct. You have just awakened the lion in me. Because they said you can't do it. They say you don't have what it takes to make the investments. They say you don't have what it takes to lose the weight. They say you don't have what it takes to hang on to your marriage. Everyone at some point has been doubted. Everyone has been overlooked, counted out, written off as not good enough. That's not unique, that's life. But what separates the ordinary from the unstoppable is what you do with that doubt. See, the underdog isn't someone who's never felt fear or failure. The underdog is the one who feels it all, the pain, the insecurity, the fear of not making I-10 still keeps going. The underdog learns how to turn that pain into power, that fear into fuel, that doubt into fire. If you come from nothing, understand this, you already have everything you need. Scarcity creates hunger. Pressure creates diamonds. The pain you've experienced, that's your advantage. Because when you've had to claw your way up from rock bottom, you gained something the privileged will never understand, the mindset of a fighter. Everyone wants a slice of the pie. That's the truth. Whether it's success, fame, recognition, wealth, everyone's reaching for it. But here's the brutal reality. The pie doesn't get bigger. It doesn't expand to accommodate your dream. There's no extra slice reserved for you just because you want it. Number that pie stays the same size, and only the relentless, the ruthless, and the resilient ever get their piece. It's not about waiting your turn. It's not about being polite. It's about waking up every single day with a mindset that says, if I have to fight for it, bleed for it, outwork everyone around me for it, I will. Because the pie will never chase you. You have to go out there and take it. And taking it means you may have to push some things and some people out of your way. Not out of disrespect, but out of determination. You might have to push past self-doubt, past fear, past excuses. You might have to confront your limitations, your habits, your comfort zone. And yes, you might even have to push past people who doubt you, who try to stop you, who stand in the way of what you were born to become. So if you're listening to this right now, and there's something in your life that feels impossible, some obstacle too big, some goal too far, you need to shift your energy. You need to stop questioning and start hunting. You gotta smell blood in the water. That instinct, that drive, that hunger, it has to take over. You have to want your piece of the pie more than you want air. You have to be willing to fight for it no matter how long it takes. Because the underdog may start at the bottom, but the moment they start waiting and start taking, they rise. And when they rise, the world watches.
Once you get that scent like a hound dog, you get that scent, you see what is possible. You see what you are capable of. In the face of adversity, in the face of challenges, in the face of everybody that says you are not enough, you're not tall enough, you're not big enough, you're not wide enough, you're not fast. It's in that very moment that the dreams got to get bigger than the disappointment, than the fear, than the anxiety, than the stress, than the overwhelm. It's got to get bigger, the dream. Once that dream gets bigger and you get a scent for that dream, you start to smell that dream. There's nothing on planet Earth that can stop you. You become armed and dangerous. You are the most dangerous individual on planet Earth. And so an underdog is just somebody who refused to live in the setback. It is a person who rebels against your reality. Your reality of me is that I'm not enough. Your reality of me is that qualified. Your reality of me is that I'm not quick enough, I'm not fast enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not linear enough. This is your reality. My reality of me is that all I have is all I need. I'm coming after everything you said I couldn't have. If you're gonna come back from the setback, the number one thing you have to do is make up your mind that you are no longer going to live in the pain of the past. Pain is inevitable and it is unavoidable. And when we talk about this undergo mentality, the underdog is just a man or a woman who has made up their mind. They are no longer going to live in their setbacks. They are no longer going to live in your reality. Your reality of me says I'm not enough. Your reality of me says I can't do this. Your reality of me says you won't finish today. My reality says all I have is all I need. I'm not living in my setback any longer. I'm moving forward. When we talk about a dog mentality, the dog scrambles, the dog barks, the dog runs after whatever he wants. When a dog is hungry, move out of its way. Because it's coming for blood. And the reason why you don't have what you want is because you are not hungry enough. You're gonna have to push, 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 push. 9 times out of 10, the underdog always comes out with the win because the underdog was more hungry. The wolf that is on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf that is climbing the hill. The underdog is still trying to prove himself. The underdog is still trying to tell the world, I can do this. And the underdog is an individual who refuses to live in the dark.